Hello friends, today I am here with Locomotion and Movement part 2 of 11th standard. In this session we are going to discuss about structure of skeletal muscle, structure of contractile protein and mechanism of muscle contraction. So let us start the session. First of all, we are going to discuss about structure of skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle consists of large number of muscle bundles, also called as fascicles, and they are held together by a common collagenous connective tissue layer called fascia. Each muscle bundle consists of many muscle fibers, and each muscle fibers is lined by plasma membrane called as sarcolemma, consisting of sarcoplasm. Each muscle fiber consists of many nuclei in the sarcoplasm, and this condition is called syncytium. The endoplasmic reticulum, here it is called sarcoplasmic reticulum, is present in the sarcoplasm, which is the storehouse of calcium ion. There is presence of large number of parallelly arranged filaments in the sarcoplasm called as myofilaments or myofibrils, and each myofibrils consists of alternate light and dark bands of actin and myosin protein. In myofibril, dark band is called A band and it has a light zone called H zone in the middle. A thin M line interconnects the primary myofilaments in the H zone. Light band of myofibril is called I band. It is crossed through its center by a dark membrane called Z line. The part of muscle fiber between two successive Z lines functions as contractile unit, and this contractile unit is called as sarcomere. In this figure, it shows about the cross-sectional view of a muscle showing muscle bundles and muscle fibers. Here in this figure, it is about myofibrils or myofilaments. It is about microstructure of skeletal muscle or myofibril. Now the next topic is about structure of contractile protein. There are two types of protein present in myofibrils. They are the thin filament consisting of actin, tropomyosin and troponin, which is the calcium binding site, and thick filament consists of myosin having head and tail. So here we are going to discuss about both the filaments in detail. First we will discuss thin filament, that is actin. There are two F filamentous actin are helically wound around each other. Filament actin is a polymer of monomeric G-actins, that is globular actins. In thin filament, there is tropomyosin, which run close to filamentous actins throughout its length. There is a complex protein troponin also present on the tropomyosin at regular interval. Troponin is the calcium binding site. Here you may visualize an actin thin filament showing two F filamentous tropomyosin and troponin. Now we will discuss about thick filament called as myosin. Each myosin is a polymerized protein. Thick filament is formed by many monomeric proteins called meromyosins. Meromyosins have two parts, a globular head with a short arm and a tail, and is called as heavy meromyosin and light meromyosin, that is HMM or LMM. Globular head of meromyosin is an active ATPase enzyme and also has binding site for ATP and active site for actin. In this figure, you may observe the myosin molecule having head and tail region. It is also about myosin molecule showing actin binding site and ATP binding site. You can observe here both thick and thin filaments. Now let us discuss about mechanism of muscle contraction. Mechanism of muscle contraction is explained by the sliding filament theory. This theory states that contraction of a muscle fiber takes place by the sliding of thin filament, that is actin, over the thick filaments, that is myosin. Neurotransmitter, that is acetylcholine, is released at the junction of motor neuron and muscle fiber. Due to this, there is generation of action potential in the sarcolemma. Now, action potential is spread through the muscle fiber and causes the release of calcium ions into the sarcoplasm. When there is increase in the calcium ion level, then it leads to binding of calcium with troponin. Then the myosin head get attached to the active site of globular actin, and due to this there is cross bridge formation. Then the myosin head bends further and pulls an actin filament towards the center. During this power stroke, the ADP and phosphate left over from the ATP are released from the myosin head. Then myosin will remain in a flexed position until a new ATP molecule binds to the myosin head. So in this way, mechanism of contraction takes place. In the given figure, it is shown about stages in cross bridge formation, rotation of head and breaking of cross bridge. In this figure, you can visualize how action between thin and thick filament takes place. Here you can observe in the given figure about the sliding of thin filament over thick filament. This is the figure which shows about sliding filament theory of muscle contraction. So this is all about today's session. Thank you. For any kind of doubts, please write your question in comment section.